Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hugo and today I'm going to show you my week 2 July 2025 Microstock earnings. I made $628.95, which is a pretty decent normal week, I would say, for my earnings. In this video I'm going to show you, well, of course, the earnings this week, but also earnings per agency, the earnings compared to the same week last year, my bestseller, portfolio sizes and growth. We're going to look into the dashboards of all the agencies where you can see all my sales and portfolios and stats, etc., and overall findings, etc. So here you see my drones that I fly, the Dji Mavic 4, the latest addition to my collection and the one I fly the most, one of my favorite drones, I would say, and the Dji Avata 2, which I fly mostly more in the nature, in the mountains, because I think that's where it's the best place to do it, because it flies close to objects and it can be a bit dangerous, so crashes can happen. So I wouldn't recommend flying close to people, only if you have their permission and stuff. So yeah, that works good in nature, I would say. You can also fly it indoor, which is an interesting market which I did not explore yet, but something maybe I want to do in the future. So indoor flying with Dji Avata 2. You can see them in aerial tours for architecture or large indoor spaces which you can show. Pretty interesting, I would say. It has a wide angle lens, so it works well for that. You can fly close to things and underneath things and through holes, and so yeah, that's interesting, and it wouldn't work so well with this drone, I would say, although it's possible, definitely. So let's look first at the week 2 earnings of 2024. Now, back then I had a really good week. I made $571, which is pretty high for the standards last year. And if you look closely, this has to do because of a large sale on Shutterstock on Tuesday. If you can see, I made $180 in one day. And other than that, the other agencies are also pretty good. So Adobe Stock is doing well other days. And then we have Storyblocks, $87, Getty Images, $20, Pond 5, $90. And then we see the smaller agencies, the usual lower paying agencies. But mainly it has to do with Shutterstock having a really good day. So if you look at my earnings per day, I made 132, pretty good for a day. 218 in one day on Tuesday. On Wednesday almost 70, then Thursday 27, bit lower. And on Friday 70 again, and on a Saturday $37 and $18, which are usually a little bit lower the weekend days, for a total of 571. So Shutterstock the number 1, then Adobe Stock, and then Storyblocks, Getty Images, and Pond 5. So it's interesting to see how you did the same week, but then last year, to see that you're doing well, that your portfolio is doing well, and that you're growing in terms of income. It's pretty simple, I would say. if you grow your portfolio, your income should grow too. If it does not, then you have a problem. But then look at a longer period of time. So sometimes you can have a bad week or a bad day or even a bad month. But if you have a whole bad year, then there's something wrong, I would say. But you have to make sure, did you upload enough? Did you do less uploading? That can influence your earnings as well. So if you upload a lot and your earnings are declining over a longer period of time, then there's something wrong. Then you maybe should look at investing in new gear or improving your topics or change something. But for me, that's not the case. I keep uploading, keep improving, keep investing, and my earnings go up as well. So that should be the case. And as you can see here, of course, Shutterstock back then was a really good sale on the Tuesday, and that's why this now it's a bit lower, I would say. It's a summer month, it's a lower week, and then you see a big difference. So then it's red numbers, but at the end of the line, let's look at the end of the year, and then we have to see that Shutterstock is in the green, I would say, because I'm uploading, and then it should become green. So other than that, Adobe Stock growth, Storyblocks growth, 12%, 28%. Pond 5 also very good growth, almost 3.5 times as much in this week. Getty Images growth, large growth. Blackbox also, the year before I didn't earn anything yet, so it's logical then you're growing as well. Wirestock also pretty good, because the year before I didn't have income there, and this year I do. LME also growth, $6.48. The year before I didn't have any sales in that week, but this week I had on the Monday. But if you have only 1 or 2 sales in a month, then they're not really representative, I would say, in a period of a week. But it's positive, more than the same last week. And then it's interesting to look at the monthly time frame, and if it's then compare them, or even 3 months, then you get a more accurate view on how your portfolio is doing. Now, other than that, the small agencies, they can vary a bit, and we're talking about cents here. They look red, but they're just minor differences. What I think is more important is the number at the bottom. Now, over a period of weeks, it can of course fluctuate, but months or multiple months should be always higher, and that's what we're seeing consecutive, I would say, in the last months, or this year and last year and the year before that. It's usually green, because I'm growing my portfolio pretty quickly, and then it should become green as well. So it's simple as that. Just keep uploading and grow your portfolio, and your earnings will grow as well. This is the proof. You can see it here. Now I also had some good days here, 175, because of Blackbox sales and Pond 5 sales. So they all came in like one day, and then you have 175, and that compensates for days that are a bit lower. Now Monday also pretty good day because of Adobe Stock. They $70 alone. And then you come over $100 on a day, and the Tuesday as well. So the large agencies, Adobe Stock, Storyblocks, Shutterstock, they make up the most income. And if you have a good day there, then you have a good day overall, probably. So 628 for a week, which is pretty decent. Now here we can compare the Monday with the Monday, the Tuesday and the Tuesday. I do this because there are patterns in the week. So in the weekend it's lower, the earnings, and on the weekdays it's higher. And there we see, of course, this Tuesday we had a large sale on Shutterstock, so that explains why this is not a bad day. This is the previous year it was just a very good day, I would say. And opposed to that, we have 175 on the Thursday this year. And that makes up, at the end, we're doing better than last year this week. And this was already a very good week. This is a normal week, I would say, for me. So yeah, here you see all the green numbers, but also some red numbers some days. So if you have on Friday and you make a bit less, then don't be worried, because look at this, you're doing well, I would say. Okay, so total weeks for the month of July so far. So first week we had $651. This week $628. So a bit of decline, but pretty constant. The week after that will probably also be in the range of right here. And that one after that as well. So it can go up and down a bit. Overall, it's not a really high month, I would say. $1,280 so far. At the end of the month, we add some more earnings. So we're not really on 50% of the earnings, I would say. So there will come more earnings, and I think it will go up in a steeper way the coming weeks. But July, yeah, not really great so far. I think this has to do with holidays. That's normal for this time of the year compared to other months. And the months that are going to follow after the summer are usually pretty high. So then you can compensate a bit more again. So YouTube, when I upload videos, I also see the subscribers growing and the watch hours. So since I have more time, I'm gonna update you more and more frequent. But still, we need those 4,000 watch hours, and that is the main goal right now. And the only thing to do that is uploading good videos, and that's what I'm going to do. Uploading good videos and constantly, a lot more than I've did in the past. And the more I can do, the sooner I will get there. So it's also very clear. You just have to put in the work, and then the watch hours will follow. But my main goal, 1,000 subscribers, I got it. So that's good. Now we're going to look at the agencies from 6 till 13 ranked. Now some of them didn't sell anything at all. Then we have some that only sell some photos and they make less than $1 in a week. But other than that, we have LME, Wirestock and Blackbox. LME, it has one sale and they're usually pretty decent amounts. This is the bootleg bridge, and then you get 40% of the sale price, which is this. Dreamstime, just a few small sales from 35 cents each. Blackbox, they can sell a bit better or higher pricing. As you can see here, we have almost $39 single video sale. You only can upload videos there, and the earnings can be pretty good. So in 1 week, I made $54 with a relatively growing portfolio. It's not my biggest portfolio there because I started uploading just a year ago, but the earnings are good from Blackbox. So Blackbox is a good agency to upload to if you're going to contribute. Now it's good to know that you upload to Blackbox and Blackbox uploads to all the other agencies. So it's like a middleman agency. So you cannot do the same videos to Blackbox as you do to Shutterstock, because then you get duplicates. So you have to keep a separate folder. But let me tell you, it's worth it to do it like this. I do it. Blackbox is good earning. Okay, it wouldn't be worth it if it was a low-paying agency like Video Hive or something, but Blackbox pays enough. So here is my Blackbox dashboard. I sold 4 files in this week. The first one is this one. This is the Spa-Francorchamps racetrack. I think it has to do with the Formula 1 coming here in that week or a little bit after that. So this is the famous Eau Rouge corner. Here we see a wastewater treatment plant in the port of Rotterdam and a wind turbine for $8.16. The best sale of the week was this one, $38.95. This is waterway leading into the North Sea with ships docked and tank terminal in Rotterdam, port of Rotterdam. And we have a data center for $7.34, large scale data center in the Netherlands. And I can say the same for Wirestock, I would say. As you can see here, $12. They're decent, and they're definitely growing. I upload now, try to upload more, and I see it really grow my income. That's the next slide I wanted to show you. So I only have a relatively small portfolio still, because I started uploading recently. And now I have my best month ever, 145. And you can upload there every month, I believe, 200 files. So that's what I do. I upload 200 files and try to grow as much as possible. And then the earnings are following. So also here the same story. If you upload more, your earnings will grow more as well. And now we're starting to getting somewhere if you do it consistently after some time. 145, and then expect if you're gonna upload more, the line is gonna go up more. So next year, where is the line going to be? Well, that's an interesting question, but I think it will be higher than where it was, if this number is higher as well. So we now have almost 2,000 videos online. The images don't make me so much. That's what you see in the months before. This is all images sales, and here you see more video sales. So that is where the money comes from. And I now have almost 2,000 online, and I grow it. This should be the 4th of August, so did 80 files in a couple short time, trying to hit the max. And yeah, if you compare to last year, didn't make anything at all in that week while I had these images online, but now I had some sales, so 3 sales, and yeah, they add up to $12.18 in this week. Yeah, pretty decent. So green numbers, and yeah, other than that, we can see here the most income comes from Adobe. And Shutterstock is not really eager to accept from Wirestock. So most of it comes from Adobe, followed by Shutterstock, Getty, iStock, and then some extra channels. Interesting to see what they are. But yeah, they bring in money. So $1,000 so far. And also I pay a monthly fee for them because they do the keywording. So I pay them $20 a week. A month, sorry, so that you have to deduct from it as well, but still profitable, I would say. And it saves time if you don't have the keyword. So let's have a look at my Wirestock sales. We're looking at from 7 till 14, so these files. First one was at Adobe, $3.57. This is a data center seen from above, 97 so far at Adobe. After that we have $2.66.1 for some reason. This is a smokestack at a chemical park, Krefeld Uerdingen, $2.66. Then we have another one at Adobe Stock, $2.38. This is the Nürburgring racetrack seen from above. Let's see, is there cars coming? Nope, no cars. Famous corner. And then 12th of July, $3.57 at Adobe. This is also a data center, but this one in Groningen. So $42, 7 downloads. So that was my number 7 agency. Number 5 is Getty Images iStock. I made $52 in a week, but this is an estimate because they will give the number that you made at the following month at the 17th. So we still have to wait 2 weeks before it becomes announced how much I made in July. But I did like an estimate, so the average of this months from the past can be higher, can be a bit lower. This is an average, and on average we're doing better than last year. So 60% better even. Get the iStock I'm starting to upload, and it is one of the major agencies as well, so there's money to be made. As you can see here, I can make sometimes $300 a month, sometimes 200, and I'm still growing. So yeah, I now have 5,359 videos online. Didn't upload since the end of July, but I will soon in the future again. So I just keep uploading about 300 to 400 videos a month, I would say. And that's what you can see here. The beginning of the year I had 6,000 files online, and now I have 7,400, 1,400 files in half a year. And yeah, that are mainly videos, I would say. And yeah, on the left here we see the earnings from last year compared to the earnings from this year on the right. So major increase, I would say. So yeah, also here it shows if you upload, you're gonna earn more. So upload as much as you can, and you will earn as much as you can, I would say, or at least it will go up. So this is my dashboard for the month of July with sales at Getty Images iStock. So I sorted on total downloads, and this is videos and photos, illustrations as well. So the most sold are these data centers, 13, 4 and 4. Here we have the Port of Rotterdam, another one of the data center. An illustration 2 times was sold. This is a house of the government in the province house. This is city of Liège. Illustrations, data centers. This is a ship, inland waterway, transport of containers. This is a cathedral in the city of Utrecht. Data center, this is Switzerland, small mountain village. This is Dordrecht, I believe, or Zwolle, city in the Netherlands. Aerial video of the church. It's Zwolle, actually, sorry. So this is a city in the Netherlands, the city center, historic city center. What else do we have? More data centers. This is housing for workers. It's a nice pattern. It was pretty modern with solar panels, like bungalows, and in the areas you had much greenhouses, and I think the people from abroad would come here, stay here and work. Interesting pattern. Now wastewater treatment plants, some illustrations. This I like, the colors and the clouds. It's called Sluiskeel. It's a city along the water, and here they make fertilizer products, I think, with lots of steam, and yeah, pretty dramatic. Another one of this province house, and we have a nighttime aerial of Amsterdam. This is the city center, the Leidseplein. It's an entertainment area, as they call it, with a cinema and bars, restaurants and stuff in Amsterdam. So that's about it for the month of July. We can see how much videos. 44 actually this month, and photos 42. So that's it. Now number 4 is Pond5. Pond5 is an up and down agency, I would say, because you have some sales, some video sales, and this can fluctuate quite a lot. You only have a small amount but big numbers. So if you have 3 or 4 sales more or less, then it already can fluctuate in your earnings. But overall, yeah, we see a rising line, and they can make pretty decent money, sometimes $400, $500 in 1 month. So Pond5 is definitely an agency to keep in mind. As I have a very large portfolio, almost 13,000 video files. I guess they accept a lot, editorial as well as normal footage. Also have illustrations and photos, while the most income comes from videos. That's the same here. And I now have 21,675 files online. I grew with 83 videos and some photos, 26. So yeah, portfolio is growing, and we're going to keep it this way. So here you see my monthly income. Up and down, as I told you. Sometimes low, sometimes pretty good, but overall pretty decent. So this is my Pond5 dashboard, month of July, earnings $239. Now we're looking at the week, the second week, so that's from July 11th, and we had a couple of video sales and some one photo. First sale is this one. This is the Nieuwe Maas. This is the port of Rotterdam. See traffic, ships, all the smaller ports inside along the main Meuse river. You have to say it, and here you see the skyline of Rotterdam in the back. So that was sold for $34 for me. The second one is $10.11. This is also the port of Rotterdam, but in a different section on a different day. Port of Rotterdam is one of the largest ports in Europe. Here you have petroleum terminals, the Europort it's called. And I sold it for $10.11, as I said. The third one is also the port of Rotterdam. This one's $34. This is an editorial video of the container terminal with dramatic skies in the back, rain. The container terminal is automated terminal. Pretty cool. Lots of container ships being loaded and unloaded. So port operations. Next one is an aerial photo of a data center. It's a bit less, $1.46. This is this photo. And lastly, we have also an aerial drone view of Rotterdam, but this time the high-rise office buildings or buildings in the center. Also the same river that runs to the port comes here in the city center with the Erasmusbrug and some famous buildings there. So yeah, that was also $10.19. So that are my sales on Pond5, all in one day. Now number 3, Shutterstock. Shutterstock, it's a bit of a low week, I would say. Normally they're number 1 or number 2. Now they're number 3. I have some problems with Stock Submitter. The login of the Stock Submitter to Shutterstock doesn't work. They say they're trying to fix it. So I didn't upload for some time. I wasn't able to via Stock Submitter. So that is also not good, of course, for your earnings, because maybe you drop in the search results. Other than that, yeah, it's a bit of a lower time, but a couple of months before I had a record-breaking month at Shutterstock. That compensates a bit. And what we see here is, I had a really big sale on one day on the last week, on the week of 2024. So that gives now a bit red numbers. But also, yeah, it's not really high. Normally it would be more like double of this. That could also be very possible. But yeah, it is what it is. You can have a lower week sometimes, especially in the summer months, as you can see here. Yeah, the 179 sale on Tuesday. Yeah, that gives a big red number. But yeah, $67 is okay. The other agencies are doing well. Growing my portfolio pretty rapidly, as you can see, from 17,000 to 19,700, so 2,500 files in half a year. That's good growth. And overall, the earnings are rising, and that's also what you can see in my monthly updates. Yeah, I joined in 2018. I have now 1,800 video files downloaded, 15,000 images. Most of the income comes from the videos. About 80%, I would say, comes from videos and 20% from images. Although I'm both on level 4, videos make more money. That's just the rule. Okay, let's have a look at Shutterstock. This is my dashboard, 12,500 videos, 7,223 images. This is what I was talking about. Cannot upload. It's really not connecting to my stock submitter. Hopefully they will fix it soon, so I can start getting this number up again. But yeah, let's just be patient and we'll see. So we're looking at from 8th till 14th of July. So this is the 8th. So some images for cents, I would say. And here we have a clip pack. This is a video, $4.36. This is an aerial hyperlapse. So many photos behind each other to form a small video. So photos taking over a period of about 8 minutes or so, and then formed into a short video. $4.36. We can do it like this. The 9th of July. This is this day. Also some images, data center, and what is this? This is recently, this is nature reserve in Zeeland. And next to this we have single and other sales, some images. This image sold for $4.55. This is Alkmaar industrial zone. Now what else? We have clip packs, $3.12. This is the port of Le Havre, I believe, and a hyperlapse. So also containers being loaded and unloaded, mainly automated. So that was $9.14 on that day. So the 10th, better day, $24. Some images for cents. And then single and other, $2.66 this image, data center. And then on clip packs, $18.55. This is a good one. The Europort in Rotterdam, petroleum terminal, and they refuel ships here, I believe. And then $2.06 for this viaduct, so a road under the water in the Netherlands. I saw it actually in the series Drive to Survive of the Formula 1, where they use this clip. Pretty cool, right? The 10th of July, we just had that. Now the 12th, $8. The 14th is maybe interesting, a bit more, for $15. Single and other. So the data center again for cents, and then we have some clip packs, $10.52. This is a wastewater treatment plant. Now let's go to number 2, Storyblocks. Storyblocks I get paid per month, and this month it's 500. Now they have to give the definite earnings, but they do an estimate during the month and it can fluctuate. Now, right now it's at about $500, so that's what I took, and then I did the average divided by 31 days of the month, and that's what you make a day. So that's how I calculated this. Now it's higher than the same month last year, July 2024, 22% higher. So then it was $12.65, and this year it is $16.90 per day. So in a week I made $87 there, and this year $113, which is a nice increase. My portfolio grew a lot, although it can go up and down a bit, as you can see here. Now the last months it's climbing, and my portfolio size is climbing as well. It was 9,000 at the beginning of the year, now 11,500. So also 2,500 files increase. They accept editorial and commercial videos. Yeah, pretty decent month. They're usually in the top 3, I would say, and Storyblocks, good agency. Yeah, and it's about $500 this month, or 113 this week. So let's have a look at my Storyblocks dashboard. Here we see the July earnings estimate still. Next month will be announced from the 5th, so that's tomorrow. Then they're gonna do an estimate for August. But I wouldn't give too much hopes for that, because at the end of the month becomes clear, I guess. So you have to wait till the end. Now July, here you see my bestsellers. Should be kind of the same as most downloaded here on my dashboard. Now I think every week this stays kind of similar. So I want to maybe look at the second page a bit more. So we see a lot of industrial sites. This is the metal production industry in Germany. In the Netherlands. It's also metal production, but blast furnaces at IJmuiden. Very controversial, because a lot of people around think, or they found that there's a higher chance of getting cancer, I believe, if I say this correctly. I think so. Some infrastructure. Here we have Amsterdam, canal houses. I remember this. This was still with my older Dji Mavic Air 2, I believe. And I went for sunrise, and then on a winter day it was very cold, but beautiful sunrise and canal houses. You see the quality is a bit less because it's still an older drone. This is LNG, so liquid natural gas terminal that gets loaded with ships into the port at Rotterdam. This gets sold quite a lot. It's a hot topic, I guess. Energy and gas. So more of the port of Rotterdam. Here we have a city view of Cologne. This is the famous cathedral there in the city center along the Rhine River. In the winter time, a bit foggy, but still okay, I guess. It's editorial. Antwerp, Belgium. Here we have a drone video of Seceda. So this is in the Dolomites mountain range. Most beautiful mountains I've ever seen, I would say. The Dolomites, beautiful. Must visit. This is one of the highlights, I would say. This is beautiful shape, dramatic. What else do we have? Also Dolomites. I did something in black and white. This also can sell. Can have success with that. So to highlight pollution, and this gives it more that effect, like smoke and darkness, and so that can also work. And most sites allow it, that you do black and white colored. So you can do that and try that as well. It can work, I found. Electric vehicle charging. Yeah, lots of industrial sites. Madeira, mountain there. More Madeira. This is an FPV video actually. Madeira, an island of Portugal. FPV videos can also sell. So that's about it for Storyblocks. Now let's go to Adobe Stock, my number one agency for this week. $230, which is pretty decent, I would say, normal. Yeah, 12% higher, 30% higher than last year's. $26 higher. Yeah, you can have pretty good months, days. $60, $38, $40, $70. So this is usually my number one or number two selling agency. Grew my portfolio quite a lot, from 15,500 to 18,000. So also 2,500 files more. Most of them are videos, and achieved another nice milestone, 10,000 videos online on Adobe Stock, which also grew a lot. They did some reviews, I guess, since the 31st of July. Now, what I mostly upload is videos for most part, and some photos. Adobe Stock is also pretty decent for photos, I would say. They can have nice sales, but most of it comes from video, as the sale price are way higher. Yeah, 204 versus 230, so increase. July, not really a great month so far, but better than the same month last year. So finally, let's also have a look at my Adobe Stock dashboard. So here you see all the weeks. June I had a really good week, to $320 in 1 week, and some other weeks you can have half of that. So that can go up and down. But yeah, 18,000 files online. These are the most downloaded files, mostly photos, as they sell more, and illustrations, and they're already online a long time ago, maybe even more than a decade. And videos, yeah, they sell a bit less, but for higher prices. So 41 times, then you made quite decent money on this file. If you sell it for about $10 each time, or sometimes $28 or even higher. Also an FPV video that is pretty high up the rankings, and this is also an FPV video, so that can work as well. This is also an FPV video. So I have a small amount of FPV videos, but they are pretty good at Adobe Stock, so interesting to do more. Now let's look at the week. So these are the numbers that you've seen, from $60 to $70. As you can see, it can go up and down, and in the weekend it can be down. That's quite normal. But if you look at more longer period of time, I would say that it's gonna even more out, and that's what you have to keep in mind. Periods that can be down and up, down, and then you get emotional maybe. But if you look at the week, you see it's more even. So if you look at a longer term, it becomes more evened out. And especially if you look at months, let me show you this. August is only a couple of days old, but as you see here, it becomes more evened out. So yeah, that's how it works. Now also let's look at what I sold in this week. So this is some video sales, and if you have a good video sale, it can give lots of money in one go. So this is a data center, $25. Here I thought I would do like on trends. So they have here a supercomputer, And all the interesting terms I would add in: algorithms, intelligent system, cryptography. I looked for all these trends and I put it in the keywording so it can represent these topics. And it worked, I guess. I sold one. So this is top-down aerial view of storage silos containers in the port of Rotterdam. So petrochemical industry. What else? This is the city of Singapore. The famous Yas Marina. This is the hotel, the famous hotel with a panorama deck on it. This is a bay at the gardens, I believe, and the Ferris wheel at the beautiful sky at sunset. It was amazing to be there. I remember it. It was so hot as well, but yeah, amazing how it looked. Singapore. This is the University of Luxembourg. So they had like an old metal production site, and they made a really cool new modern residential area next to it with the university and all kinds of shops and restaurants. So it really was pretty cool. That's what we see here. So some FPV videos, $8.36. So this is Tenerife. This is an island in Spain, or it belongs to Spain, or it's part of Spain. And yeah, here this was still with the older drone and the Nazgul Evoke. I flew over some rocks. Yeah, so I had so much problems sometimes with these drones. Like the connection would be bad. DJI is really better, but it's pretty cool stuff. It goes a lot quicker than the Dji Avata, and it can stand wind better. But it's a bit, yeah, technical difficulties are more easy to happen with these self-built drones. This is the video that we saw in the beginning. This is the FPV video of representing hiking, nature, adventure. This was taken in Switzerland on a cloudy day. You can still get good footage, I would say, even when the conditions are kind of bad. But the flying is interesting, I would say, so close to things, and yeah, following a river. That works, I guess. So here we have the smaller files, and these are mainly photos, as you can see, so $1 each. This is 3D printing, typical 3D printing objects, sells pretty well. Some aerial photos. This is the same thing in Luxembourg, I think, but then a photo of it. So you can do videos and photos of topics. This was actually taken with my mobile phone. It's also possible at my work. So I walked past this and I thought, hey, interesting, I can try. And that was the time when they accepted mobile phone pictures as well. So I thought I'd give it a try, and sometimes it sells. Data centers, yeah, infrastructure, another data center. Last one, 38 cents. This is a agricultural farm with alternative electricity production. So it can also sell. So that was my Adobe Stock. So that was it. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button and keep looking at my videos, and I will get my watch hours, and I can share the earnings with you as well. If you have questions, please let me know. I'm always interested to answer, and I'm glad I can inspire people. And thank you for all your interests, and yeah, hope to see you next time. Bye bye.